Hello and welcome everybody on today's presentation. My name is Claudia Eifert and I welcome all you guys and folks from all over the world logging in. We even have some people from Australia on board. Hi to you guys, because it must be really early in the morning over there. So Australia on board, New Zealand, Asia, Europe, United States, Canada, that is fantastic. And Dubai, Middle East, how could I forget the Middle East? London, yes, Sean. YouTube, Facebook Live, I know. Fantastic. That is really great. So let me see if sound check, I guess sound check works, because you could answer me already. Let's get started here with this presentation. And as you see here, we're going to talk about how to earn daily commissions from not only the mining, but also how to earn commissions, of course, from sharing this wonderful opportunity with Swiss Gold Global. So just have to see if I can, yeah, my screen moves, perfect. Well, again, welcome to all and each of you. We're gonna have our founder and CEO joining us from Dubai. Not sure how the connection is as usually over there, so we need to send him some power, some energy maybe, or I don't know, to get a better internet, but let's get started here, having a little bit of fun. I'm going to show you how to cash in from the cryptocurrency trend, how to get paid daily, weekly, and monthly, and how to get paid to save in Swiss certified gold and silver, and how to inflation proof your money. But just quickly, for some of you folks, because we have new people, as always on the call, just a very brief company history. The company is now over 10 years old. That is something, when you talk about the online business, certainly something is quite solid. They are standing as a rock. Bill Rowell himself, the owner of the company, he is a licensed precious metals dealer in the DMCC in Dubai. If you don't know what is the DMCC, it's the Dubai Multi-Commodity Center. And since 2016, we are engaged now in facilitating mining contracts in the crypto cloud mining space to you. And you see on the right hand side, Bill's licensed as a commodities dealer. And on the next slide here, you see the founder of Genesis Mining. That is the company which provides Swiss Gold Global, provides you with the cloud mining contracts, so that your Bitcoin, your Ethereum, your Litecoin, your Dash, your Zcash, and Monero is mined for you. And you see Bill Rowell on the right hand side standing in one of the many mining facilities which are situated all around the world. Our products and services, in a very short nutshell, you see we have certainly gold, silver, bullion bars, as well as collectibles. You can literally, from as little as $25 onwards, buy physical grams of gold or silver for as little as 2.97 above market spot. Once you have enough grams physically collected, which are sitting in the LBMA storage, then you can actually convert them into the product and have them shipped to you, always if Swiss Gold Global ships to your country, because it doesn't ship to all countries. Some countries have difficulties, of course, because the shipper or the shipping company Swiss Gold Global uses doesn't actually deliver there. So the other products, of course, and services we do have is, as I mentioned, cryptocurrency mining. So you see different symbols here. You see a Bitcoin, you see this strange symbol. What is that? That is Ethereum, that is Zcash, that is Litecoin, and that is Dash. Right now we have only available Bitcoin, but if you have a Bitcoin contract, you can certainly get paid out in the other coins, therefore accumulating the other coins as well. We hope that we get soon more products again available in the cloud mining space, so that you can mine different coins in the very near future, but this is what we have at the moment. We also have some very beautiful products, as you see here, 24-karat golden banknotes, and certainly 24-karat golden portraits in our range of products. We know Mother Days is I believe, at least in Europe, on the way. So, hey, why not make a nice picture or portrait for Mother Day? We do have for our affiliates, once you join in the company, not just as a customer, but you actually wish to build a business, you wish to become an affiliate, you wish to engage more, you wish to earn more ways than only from the cloud mining, but you also want to really immerse yourself in the compensation plan, which we have in building a network. Then we have an exclusive coaching programs delivered through Bob Proctor, which most of your folks, of course, know. He's the main feature in the documentary The Secret, as well as in Beyond the Secret and his new featured movie. And we do have amazing coachings, which this lady, Carolita Oliveros, since many years is giving us now. She co-wrote the financial education system of Robert Kiyosaki, and of course, other coaches, which you do have access once you become an affiliate. Now, why gold? Why cryptocurrency? Well, first of all, people, and what we like that people understand is more about money. What are they trading their life for? And most of us, you, me, all of us, me not so much anymore, but certainly did for long, long years, we're trading our life for money, which is constantly actually losing its value, constantly losing value, meaning its purchasing power. What the purchasing power, what the products and goods and services that money we are working for buys us over years. And that, as you see here, with the United States dollar, which is, of course, the reserve currency of the world, meaning the other currencies are pegged to the US dollar. That's why we see, of course, all this uncertainty going on, because all those trade wars, because China doesn't want to anymore use the US dollar, or the same goes for Iran, the same went for Iraq, the same goes for Venezuela, the same goes for many, many other countries. Why? Well, because the trust in the US dollar is certainly getting lost. Now, so you're working in basically for that currency, that fiat currency, which is constantly losing its value and therefore putting less food on your table, so to speak. And this is why we really have been since 10 years talking about why gold, why silver, and now since a few years, why Bitcoin? Because when we look at monetary terms, when you look at what actually the money should be, or how money should be viewed, is it certainly should be a store of value. Because what's the point of us going to work if in 5, in 10 years from now, that hard work we did and that paper currency we collected only buys us less and less? What's the point, right? And that's why, of course, gold and silver has always been the best hedge against inflation. I mean, in Roman times, you could, with an ounce of gold, dress yourself beautifully. 100 years ago, you could beautifully dress yourself with an ounce of gold. But also, 100 years ago, you could buy 1 ounce of gold for $20. So for $20, basically going back to that slide, if your grandmother would have saved the $20 instead of the ounce of gold, what could you buy with $20 today? Not really much, if anything. Yet for 1 ounce of gold, which still buys you a beautiful suit. It might even be an Armani suit, for that matter, with 1 ounce of gold. So that means it really never loses purchasing power. We can do the same with silver. So you have a beautiful 1 ounce fine silver here from the best refinery in the world, and I'm not just saying that because it is actually the best. There are 5 refineries in the world, and they can call themselves a LBMA, London Bullion Market Associate referee refineries. None of them is in the United States or Canada. They are all in Germany, obviously, Switzerland, and one is in Japan. And they have the highest grade, the highest certified gold and silver. So when we go look at silver, of course, in the 1920s, 1 ounce of silver was priced at 67 cents. And back in that time, you could buy yourself a good meal. right? Now, today, if you had hold on to those pennies, to those cents, 67 cents, what would that buy you today? I mean, not even a candy, let's face it. Yet, an ounce of silver, if you were to sell it, 16, 17, $18, you could still anywhere in the world buy yourself a good meal. And that is the point. If you're going to work, which we anyway have to do, because if we want to have income coming or we want to feed ourselves, we got to work. And so if we anyway work, well, why not work for something which maintains its purchasing power? And this is where we also now go into the more flexible way, the Bitcoin, what they called often now the Gold 2.0 or the Ethereum. And let's look at, of course, that and why do they actually call it or make even that comparison if there's not really that history behind? Well, we're going to talk about that in the next slide here. When we look at gold, of course, gold has been around since ages. Bitcoin has not. But Bitcoin is a peer-to-peer virtual currency. So is actually gold. So you can exchange, and it was used gold, of course, for instrument of barter. So you could actually, if you had a piece of gold, buy goods and services. You can still do today. I remember very vividly, I believe with Bill, we were going on a tour to New York. It was actually at, I think Dr. Blue, if you're on the call, you maybe recall that story. We went to Bishop Perry to that presentation in New York, and it was just a crisis. So it was just this big thing which hit 2008, a lot of fear. We came out of the taxi in New York, so we went into the taxi in New York, had no cash with us, and so we had a piece of gold. So basically we asked the taxi driver, well, do you accept, basically he asked us how we want to pay, and I said, well, we don't have cash, can we pay with card? And he said no. he didn't want to accept the card, and he didn't even want to accept the dollar. And it was so funny. He was actually, probably he was making a joke, or it was really like that. He was saying, but I'd take gold, and we were like pulling out all gold, and he was all happy. So basically you can still, of course, trade goods and services for gold. And of course, Bitcoin is just that easier store of a value because it's very easily interchanged. You don't need to, of course, carry around heavy loads of gold and silver. But there's many more, of course, uses. Gold as well as Bitcoin is produced through mining, and that makes it very different to paper currency, to fiat currency. Fiat currency is made from the printing press out of thin air, while in order to get gold out of the earth, crust of the earth, or silver, you really need heavy machinery, hard physical work, and that really accounts as well to Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is produced by proof of work, meaning there has to be actual mining happening in order to create fresh new Bitcoins. And it's a highly complex, of course, which doesn't fit in my presentation, explanation to how those Bitcoins are mined. All what you guys need to know, we work with a company who does the mining for us, where we don't have to worry about it. That's Genesis Mining, and where we just basically collect our mining payouts. That's all what we do. We don't need to really worry about all that happen in the background. Actual mining is happening. And scarcity is, of course, certainly something which is which of course drives price up and down very often. Not only necessary, but this is one of the many factors of Bitcoin and of gold. Gold, of course, if you would have sand or gold, so much gold on as sand on the beaches, basically. Unless we're talking about the beaches of Panama, because it seems like they're taking all the sand away somewhere to building houses. But if there would be so much sand like or gold like sand, of course, then gold wouldn't be precious. It wouldn't be called a precious metal. When it comes to Bitcoin, well, there's only 21 million Bitcoins. In fact, 17 million already mined. So there's only really 4 million Bitcoins left to be mined. And they're going to be mined in the next 100 and something years. In fact, the last Bitcoin will be mined. It will take like 32 years, something like that, to mine. And this is where the protocol of Bitcoin, with which Satoshi Nakamoto, of course, invented, was done like this, that it's getting harder and harder to mine that Bitcoin. Just as some people may recall from history the California gold rush, where people would just basically go with a shovel and the gold would, there would be gold to be found, and it was easy to extract, until so many people came and there was no gold anymore, but the people with the shovels made all the money. So with Bitcoin, right now, if you were to mine it at home, that's probably going to be very difficult and very expensive in order to make it worthwhile. Yet, if you, of course, join a cloud mining company, such as the largest when it comes to altcoins and one of the largest when it comes to Bitcoin, Genesis Mining, well, you certainly see your returns on a daily basis. And when we look at the whole sphere of this cryptocurrency market, which is pretty amazing, I mean, we see a market capitalization of 437 billion. Now, this is a huge number. When we, of course, then look in comparison of the money market, of the fiat currency market, I mean, that's just nothing. Very, very, very small. I mean, we're talking about trillions in the fiat currency market, many trillions, many, many, many trillions. And we talk about some billions here in the cryptocurrency market. Yet, a comparison to last year, where in the beginning of last year we started something with 30 billion, well, we are now at 437 billion, and Bitcoin, of course, being the biggest of the many cryptocurrencies there are. So if you want to get started with Swissquote Global, what are your options? Well, there are 7 options, in fact. There's one option that's just open a free account and, save some gold or silver, or get engaged into cryptocurrency, learn about it. Get maybe yourself a small little contract for $35.80, which gives you 200 gigahash, and start a little bit engaged in learning about the mining. That's a free account. Or if you want to make money and you really want to build this network, you like the products and services we have, you like the mission and what Swissquote Global is about, then you're going to get engaged and become an affiliate. I'll start with one of the other packages, and that basically buys you the affiliate membership. It's a one-time payment. All of them is a one-time payment, and it carries a $50 monthly membership. The $50 monthly membership, where you get either Bitcoin mining or silver, and in these 2 packages here, package number 2 and package number 3, you have basically, you pay it on a monthly basis after your first initial month. Next month you start with $50, and in the Gold Executive Ambassador Platinum, you have the $50 factored in for 1 year ahead. So that's $600 12 times. And then only next year, you're going to pay again the $600, or every month $50. That's to maintain your membership. Why a membership? Well, from the membership, of course, you're going to get the products, and there's money going into the coaching programs, and there's going to be money which is paid out through the network, so that you get rewarded in order to share the products and services, train your people, build a community of like-minded people. So what's next? Well, again, search or select the contract you would like to get started, and you can start as little as really $35.80, buys you 0.2 terahash or 200 gigahash, up to 5 terahash per contract. As a customer, 5 terahash would cost you $895, or you become an affiliate. And as an affiliate, you actually can buy up to 15 terahash, and you can buy, of course, several contracts of days. And the 15 terahash would cost you 2,385. These are open-ended contracts. You can have you can also select like 1 terahash, or 2 terahash, or 3 terahash, whatever you wish. And we're going to show you how to calculate days contracts, but just a little bit of an explanation what it means actually to be an open-ended contracts. We called them lifetime contracts, or Genesis Mining called them actually lifetime contracts, but it's really better explanation of an open-ended contract, meaning it's variable and data mined by 3 factors. That's the mining difficulty, that's the Bitcoin versus the US dollar exchange rate, and that is the maintenance fee. The maintenance fee, obviously, to maintain those large mining facility, to always have the largest and the latest equipment for you guys. If you would mine at home, you need to buy the mining hardware somewhere in China. You need to trust somebody that the mining actually arrives. You need to pay for the shipping cost. You need to be clear to you that, hey, maybe when the miner arrives, it takes months and months, and maybe it's broken even, and you can't use it. So you lose valuable time. Then you need to understand that, of course, if you have a downtime or if your internet drops, well, it doesn't mine for you. You also need to understand, if you don't have a really extremely cheap energy, you're not going to be profitable. So there's so many things which you have to take in account if you want to mine at home and do it all yourself, instead of course, mining with a cloud mining company where they do all that for you. And that's why you pay 28 cents per gigahash, per terahash per day, or 0.00028 per gigahash. So let's calculate how that works. So I'm going to go live on actually such a calculator. And I understand there's many questions for you guys that you're asking. And yes, we're going to talk about some news as well, but this is going to be Bill who's going to touch on that if we do hear him. So let's look first of all at the Bitcoin difficulty rate. So the Bitcoin difficulty rate, this is where you basically imagine of course, the gold mine, the gold rush. More miners come on board. They're all digging for that gold. Well, they all share that gold. So I mean, the gold doesn't get necessarily more. The Bitcoin doesn't get more. We have 21 million Bitcoins, 4 million left. And so as more miners come on board, as more difficult it's going to get to mine, but also that drives the price usually up. So you can actually look at the difficulty chart. It usually goes up, but sometimes it goes also down, and it's all open source, meaning that has nothing to do with Swissquote Global. That is, you find that in the internet. And then we see every 2 weeks, approximately, it's a change in the difficulty rate. It's adjusted, and that next one will be in 2.3 days. So it's going to be, as we see right now, 1.52% more difficult to mine. That's meaning then you get less for your terahash Bitcoin, but if the price goes up, well, you have more in US dollar terms. So let's go here and let's look at, of course, Bitcoin. So if we look at the Bitcoin price right now, it's $9,239 roughly. So if you have a 5 terahash contract, that costs us $845. That would mine us daily 0.003126 before taking off the maintenance fee. Or, of course, in dollar terms, it would be $2.89. So what did I say? Maintenance fee, I said 28 cents per terahash. We have 5 terahash. So what do we do? Of course, we go to our calculator and we have to calculate, well, how much is 5 times 28 cents? So 5 times 28 cents is $1.40, right? $1.40 for 5 times 28 cents, which is the difficulty. We talked about that. right? Sorry, the maintenance fee, 28 cents per terahash or 0.00028 per gigahash. But since I selected terahash here and not gigahash, so we have to calculate the terahash. Now, we now take off the $2.89. That's what we're going to take off the $1.40 from. So 2.89 minus $1.40 gives us $1.49. So $1.49, you see it here, $1.49 is what we would make roughly on a daily basis if Bitcoin price would stay like this and if difficulty rate would stay like this. Now, of course, we know that changes all the time. So let's look at what it is actually in Bitcoin. And all what you have to do is you say USD to BTC. So we said we making how much? $1.49 for 5 terahash. So we're going to put in 1.49. That gives us currently 0.00016 of a Bitcoin. That's what we make in Bitcoin right now. Okay, that's what we make right now in Bitcoin. So you see here 0.0003126, but we got to take off that. This is really that you understand how you calculate that, and changes all the time. So let's move ahead with my presentation here. Current slide. Now, once you actually, as a customer or as an affiliate, share with other people, and you get customers on board, you get affiliates on board who say, hey, you know what, I like the cloud mining concept. I want to make money with that too. And they put some money down, and you then make a referral commission in basically in a bonus, and you actually, in form of a bonus, in more hash power. So that's more hash power added to you, to your contracts. That means then, of course, you have more hash power mining for you. So if you're clever, if you're smart, you're going to go out and you're going to share that. Why? Well, as more hash power you have, as more mining of Bitcoin is happening, of Ethereum, Litecoin, or whatever coin you mine. Now, but if you're even smarter, if you're even cleverer, you say, you know what? I don't just want to make money from Bitcoin or from Bitcoin mining or Ethereum or Litecoin, Zcash, Dash. I want to actually engage and really build a business with that. And there's 9 ways to get paid or to earn. We have what it's called a uni-level compensation plan. So once you actually become an affiliate, you join the business, you join one of the 6 packages, or either with $170, the $249, the $797, the $3,000 or $5,000 plan, and you share it, you build a network. Well, we have a uni-level compensation plan which pays you 7 levels down and unlimited another 2%. And we have a whole career, so you can actually, like in a traditional networking company, actually build up your rank, so basically your career ladder. There's 3 direct bonuses and commissions. That's the enroller relationship, the uni-level bonus, and the shared revenue commission. So you're also going to get, as an affiliate, commissions when you when your customers or when your affiliates actually purchase gold or silver. So let's look at an example what it looks like for you. Let's say you're an affiliate and somebody you referred purchased a miner package for $170. Well, you're going to make $35 in FT, that is fast track commissions. You're going to make another $2.50 in uni-level commissions. You're going to make another $5 in enroller relationship 1 bonus. So that altogether sums up to $42.50. Plus, you're going to get 11 gigahash in more mining power attached to you, which daily open-ended mines you Bitcoin. And all what you did is talk to one person, shared with one person who became an affiliate and joined with a $170 package. Not bad at all. Now, let's say somebody joins with a silver package. You refer somebody with a silver package. You're making now $55 on fast track bonus, plus $5 in Unilevel, plus $10 in Enroller One, which sums up to $70, and you get another 50 gigahash on more mining power attached to your contract. Now, let's say somebody joins with an annual package. That's an annual package, cost the person $797. And so you make $55 fast track commissions, $90 in Unilevel commissions, and enroller bonus. So that's actually sums up to $145. Plus, of course, you're going to get 100 gigahash more mining, which of course mines you more Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Dash, whatever you select your payout type. And when we look at the next one, is the ambassador package. That's also an annual package. If you have somebody, let's say you're an affiliate, somebody joins with the ambassador package for $3,000, you make $300 in fast track commissions, another $90 in Unilevel, which is $390, and you get 1 terahash or 1,000 gigahash in more mining power attached to your contract. Executive miner package, you make 300 fast track, you make $90 Unilevel, and 1,500 gigahash in more mining. Platinum annual packages, that's a $5,000 package. You make 500 in fast track bonus, $90 in Unilevel, and of course 3,000 gigahash or 3 terahash. Not bad at all, because remember, days bonuses here, they keep just mining for you. They keep mining and mining and mining. Now, there's more bonuses, of course. That is, we talked about the fast track bonus, but there is the build to bedrock bonus. And that is a bonus. Let's say you join the business, you help 3 people in your first 30 days, and they join, and you help these 3 people. You help them and these 3 people in their 30 days. When they start, they get 3 people each. Well, you're going to make another commission on top of that, and that is beautiful. Now we have 4 leadership bonuses. We have an ambassador leadership bonus, a generational bonus, a check match bonus, and a global bonus pool. So you're going to get rewarded if you help your people grow, if you help your people actually make money. Then you're going to make more bonuses, which I explained very well in our compensation plan or in our videos. Now, let's look at the Unilevel commission. This is one of the most powerful commissions. That's basically you building your tree, you're helping your people, and they do the same as you do. And you see here the different levels, the earning potential incomes you can make. In fact, with 5 people being an affiliate, that's 5 people. Your monthly $50, you don't have to worry anymore. It's paid off. As long as they stay active, it's paid off. You basically receiving free silver and free Bitcoin mining. And if, of course, your 5 people do exactly the same like you do, well, your second level looks like that, your third level looks like that, your 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th level looks like that each and every month, of course, if they do exactly that. But of course, even if just 5% do what you say, you still are very good off with our compensation plan. Now, we can do the same with the annual packages, but I don't want to make it so long, that presentation now. You're going to ask yourself, how would your life change if you had more money coming in that you actually would spend? You decide to take action, make action, go back to the person who invited you to this presentation, and join our official Facebook group, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, etc. Just a little bit of a disclaimer at the end of the presentation. It's really important that you understand that this is not a quick rich scheme at all. This is a system which has built on 10 years, and there's no guarantee that you will earn any money using techniques or ideas displayed. The materials are not to be interpreted as a promise or as a guarantee of earnings, or don't think it's a financial advice. I am very bullish on gold and silver, have always been, so am I on cryptocurrency, because I see the very much similarities. But you got to make the decision and the call for yourself. If you make that call, well, then you got to stand up to that call. Understand Bitcoin daily payout will vary depending upon, but not limited to, Bitcoin price, difficulty rate, independent mining companies, operational expenses. So with that, we're going to go over now to our second part. Not sure if Bill is there, but I believe he is there. If he can hear us, see us, etc. Bill, are you there? Can you see us? You're there. Good. Can you hear me? How are you? How is Dubai? Bill, can you talk? Okay, I hear hello, but it's like a really hello, which is like from far hello. So
let me dial in on the phone and see how that works.
It's better now. It's okay now.
Okay, I've turned the camera off. Okay, so yes, Claudia, it's about 12:30 at night here in Dubai. It's getting very hot here. It's a nice, beautiful evening, but anyway, it's late. Great webcast. What questions do we have, Claudia? But before we get into the questions, of course, we got. I know that you've been communicating with our IT team as well.
No, Bill, we lost your sound. We lost your sound. So I know what you were. Yeah. So very bad. We lost it. Bill, we lost your sound, unfortunately. Anyhow, so yes, I was communicating, of course, with the IT team. That's what you're going to say. Maybe you call in with the other line. Yes, so basically, they're on the works. We know we have that error that the transactions actually not displaying in the back office, but they're actually done. So people getting paid, etc. It's just that the transaction history is not accurate. We also had people who did purchase Bitcoin mining contracts after, I believe, January 11. Sorry, not Bitcoin, Zcash and Ethereum contracts after January 11. But there was a miscommunication between Genesis and of course Swissquote Global, so they had actually sold out. They didn't communicate with our IT team, so the contracts were for pre-sale, which started mining on the 29th of April. So all those people where their contracts in the back office looked that they already had started and that their timer was counting down, they have been today reset. So these contracts are reset to be have started on the 29th. So they that has been changed, that has been fixed. Thanks God. So we are getting closer to having these errors fixed. Some other questions.
Can you hear me now, Claudia?
Yes, I can.
Okay, good. Yeah, I'm on the phone now, so maybe this works.
Wonderful.
Well, keep going. Don't let me stop you.
Okay, so I was just talking about it, and meanwhile I was talking about it, I may want to go into the back office and just show how that looks like. And there's another question coming from Marcus. Marcus is asking, when will Ethereum contracts as well as the other altcoins be available again?
Yeah, hi, Marcus. Marcus, it's a good question. The GPU mining, at the moment, we have no news when further contracts will become available. Now, in the next couple of weeks, we'll be meeting again with Genesis, I expect. And but from what I understand, all mining contracts, GPU mining, which covers the Zcash, of course, Ethereum, etc., all the altcoins, they're totally exhausted. However, we do want to work on making Bitcoin Cash becoming available, that people can actually get paid out in Bitcoin Cash. That's something that we'll be working on once we get this situation with the payout reporting corrected, which I heard Claudia sort of addressing, which is very close to being resolved. And I heard her also mention that the timers have been reset for those Ethereum contracts as well.
That is correct, Bill. And I just pulled up here as actually a slide. So we see here in this back office, in this particular back office, you see purchase and bonus history, and you actually see here a Zcash contract was purchased on January 19th, and it has been just reset, because if it's purchased on January 19th, it shouldn't be 728 days, because of course it's a 2-year contract, the altcoin contracts. So you see clearly it has been reset, because it was actually a pre-sold contract, which we didn't know at the time, because that's how unfortunately it was. So basically all those people which were thinking, well, but I'm not getting paid, it should have started on the 19th of January in this case. Well, it didn't actually. It was a pre-sold contract which start on the 29th, and those timers have been reset. But for the other people, of course, who are still asking, and let's say look at the Bitcoin history. So you see it here in this case as well. Here, this particular back office has actually no Bitcoin mining, but yet it has Bitcoin mining a lot. It's just not reporting. When we then go and we look in the dashboard, so we look at the dashboard, we look actually at the blockchain, we see very clearly the payouts are there. They are in order: 7th, 6th, 5th. Again, 5th is actually for the 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 1, 3rd. So you can just go back and the payouts are there. So it is only still in the transaction history. And
that will be corrected in the next couple of days. That's been a major issue due to upgrades on Genesis, which means their server no longer communicated with our server, but an indexing change. But let's not go right into the technicalities. These things happen. They've got to be corrected. Most importantly, mining's occurring 24/7. People are getting paid on the blockchain, which is transparent, but we also need to make sure that it's very easy for people to, when they log into their member account, that they can see what's happening. So that's actually been updated as we speak now. They've had a bit of a breakthrough there, so I expect definitely this week that to be rectified.
Correct. And Yogi is asking, thanks for clarifying the Ethereum issue. My team were getting words, so the day timer will be, yes, the data, it's already reset. So Yogi, in the Ethereum and Zcash, it is already reset. It already had happened. So for Ajamat, he asked if the transaction link will be fixed. Yes, it will be fixed. Other questions? No more questions actually coming here right now. Bill, no more questions. How is Dubai? How's the weather? Everything nice? Great. You're advancing with, of course, the project?
Well, everything's advancing, Claudia. Things take time, of course, much longer than we all like. But when you're dealing with international banking and then certainly the assets that we're looking at to imply with our project on the ICO, there's a lot of regulatory areas to address to do it correctly. And of course, it has to be we have to make sure it's going to be successful. As I mentioned in last week's call, last year, there's something like $6 billion raised for ICOs. More than half of those have already failed, and we've only just started May 2018, which means a lot of people lost a lot of money. We don't want to be one of those. So yes, it does take longer, but we want to do it right, because the whole idea is that we're going to be benefiting our members, not losing money on their behalf. So there's risk associated in this cryptocurrency world, but there's money to be made. But most importantly, you need to know that there is risk. You need to manage that risk. You need to understand what you're getting yourself engaged in. And we're doing our best to bring different ideas, different projects to our members that are certainly going to benefit them in the long term. And when I mean long term, it's about sustainability. Yes, there's many things that come and go, and maybe some people make some quick bucks in the early days. Most people lose. But we are all about sustainability. Been around for 10 years. We want to be around for another 10 years. And therefore, what we build and engineer has to be rock solid with the right service providers and right partners. And this takes longer. It's easy to put something up on the internet saying if you do this, you're going to make $1. You don't even know who the owners of the companies are behind many of these projects. And that's why people, unfortunately, lose money, because the greed factor kicks in, and we all want to get paid. There's no question about that. But do your due diligence. Do your due diligence against us. It's really important. Don't take our word for it. Question things. It's really important that you do question things. It's your money, your labor. You've had to trade to earn income, to earn this money that you're investing. So, not that we want to say that it's investments, but you're buying hash power and different things. Just have an understanding. That's why it's great that you do these webcasts, Claudia.
Thank you, Bill. And so we have a question coming here. He has problems logging in from the laptop. It depends where you are. Sometimes, you see, this is a really secure back office, and sometimes it's over secure, but it's better to be secure than and better to be painful to log in than too easy to log in. So often you need to clear the cookies. Really make sure when you log out of your back office, you actually log out right. You don't just, and you know, sometimes, which also is a hassle, when you in your back office, you leave it too long open, you don't close it properly, it shuts down, and then you get access denied. So you need to clear your cookies again. So those are all security measures. I mean, you got to understand, we have gold, silver, we have cryptocurrencies here, and so certainly a great target for people, you know. So that's just when you have problems to logging in, you may need to delete your cookies, and really make sure always you log out correctly, and you just don't close. Like some people are so easygoing, they just shut down the browser and really log out properly. I mean, and of course, as well, don't share your logins with nobody. You know, this is basically your secure account, and you got to handle it and manage it secure. So not sure if there are, I don't see any more questions, Bill. With that, well, then we let you go to successful sleep so that you can successfully manage tomorrow your new day in Dubai. Hopefully not too hot at this time. I know you have a meeting tomorrow with of course our members. So you have a Dubai team meeting, which is really great. And I believe you may also go to Abu Dhabi. Is that right?
Yes, tomorrow night we're meeting Roberto and his team. These guys are engineers, a bit Filipino nationality, living in Dubai, many of them for many years, working hard, sending the money back to provide for their families back in the Philippines. Many of them only go home every 1.5 to 2 years. It's quite incredible, actually. But good people, purpose-driven, and they just love what we do. So I'm looking forward to having this meeting here tomorrow night with them, and then maybe on Thursday, we have some meetings in Abu Dhabi, which is approximately an hour and a half, an hour's drive or something from Dubai. My first time driving to Abu Dhabi, so it's going to be interesting. It'll be fun.
Wonderful. Well, thank you. Well, with
just
that,
have to watch out for the camels.
Yes, you have to. Well, with that, I want to say thank you for all your listeners. Engage, of course, people into this wonderful business which we are in. Share the message, like the message, get more knowledge, gain more knowledge, and reach out if you want to need more information, or reach out to support as well. Contact at swissquoteglobal.com. Talk to the person who invited you to the presentation, and if you're ready to join up, join up. That's what I always say. You know, you got to make action, because I can tell you what, this train is moving. That train certainly is moving, that cryptocurrency, and we, of course, I believe by now have understood that our fiat currency is losing value. It doesn't matter where you guys are, in the United States, in Germany, in parts of Europe, in Australasia. So you got to do something. And why not do something which is actually fun, such as we are doing? And just the last question to to address from Obi. Obi is asking, can SGG look into the possibility of creating a button whereby you click and recycle your rewards for a certain period? Yes, Obi, that's already in the consideration. I know what you mean. So you mean to compound your cryptocurrency, your earnings, basically. That is in the works. I'm not sure how far this is going to be, but it's going to, that's certainly something which Swissquote Global is going to provide very, very soon. Bill, thank you so much.
Well, just on that point, for Obi, just so he understands this, we don't have access to anyone's crypto. So it's not just a matter of having a button. You know, we don't have access to anyone's cryptocurrency. It's all paid out in the blockchain directly to your wallet. So putting just a button there that people can click, and all of a sudden it magically compounds, you know, this particular payout into another reward. It's a little bit more complex than that, but it's something that we've certainly been in discussions at Genesis Mining. It would be great because I know what his intentions are. It's a smart plan, actually. Just keep compounding, especially on small rewards. Don't get a payout at all. Just keep compounding those smaller parts and converting it back into hash power, which is going to increase your payout over time. It's a good plan. So we have no time frame on this from Genesis. They're busy, obviously, doing some things on their servers, which has affected our servers, and we're so busy on that at the moment as well. So, but that's certainly noted because I would like to have that as well, as I know Claudia and many other people would too. So, yeah. But there's no other questions, Claudia. Thank you. I'll say good night to everyone from here in Dubai, and thanks for joining us on this particular call. Thanks for hosting the call, Claudia, and we'll see you on Saturday's call from Abu Dhabi.
Well, thank you, all your listeners. I know I haven't mentioned some of you, so hello to you in North Dallas, Texas. Hello, Dr. Sylvia Thompson. Great to have you on the call, and all, of course, our Australian folks, which is, I believe, it's early morning there. So wonderful to have you on the call, and of course, all the people which I didn't mention from different parts of Africa. So good night, and see you on the next call. Thank you.
Thank you.